Alright guys, we're almost there. Fabbing up the manifold now. Got these little guys. Ooh, that motherfucker's still hot. Use my hole saw bit to cut a nice half moon into my straight tubing. We're gonna stick those on the inside of the flange. Got the whole flange forged out and whatever the fuck. It kind of looks like shit, but you know, whatever. It's a cheap first time manifold, so we'll just see how it does. Then got my 290s. Tacked on a piece in the center. She's gonna sit just like that. Go right over. Kind of looks cool. And get that all ready to go. Once we get closer, we gotta keep grinding away and make up those gaps. Once these fit, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tack these guys to this manifold flange right here. Then we're gonna go ahead and tack them up here. Then we're gonna hit this with the map gas and we're gonna hammer this in, flatten those out right there, and then same on the back side, flatten them out to make up the gap. And then since this is gonna be the top side of the flange, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna map out my spot for the wastegate flange, put that guy right on there. I just went with a normal bolt-in wastegate flange instead of the V-band. So put the wastegate flange right up top, and the turbo flange is gonna go right down here on the back side. As you can see, I went a little overkill on the tubing for the manifold, but any smaller and I didn't really see a good way to get that turbo flange to mount up very well. So at least this kind of gives me a little more room. That way I can cut out my section over here on the back, take my hole saw, cut 2 nice circles, get that kind of honed out a little bit, and then we'll grab the vice grips and we'll just pry the tube out, pry it down on the bottom and then out on the sides, maybe do some corner like pie cut kind of shit. That way we can get it to kind of spread out a little bit to mate with that flange a little better. But I did get a threaded flange, so we're just going to run studs in there. I don't need to have it stepped out. Don't have much room on the Prelude, so we're kind of having to do it as close and compact as possible, but not bad for a first time flange. So we're getting there. We'll see how it goes. If it turns out good and we can actually make them a little prettier in the future, let us know. Anybody else who's got a 2G, Accord, or Prelude and they're trying to do an A20 build, we're probably going to be the only people left on the planet that'll make you a flange or a manifold for a turbo. So let us know. Later, guys.